All right, greetings. We're going to hop straight in and let's see what this energy read brings. We're going to start with we're actually starting with the Egyptian Star Oracle. So I'm going to set these to the side. Whenever this message finds you, remember all messages are timeless. Take what resonates, leave what parts of this message are not a part of your current timeline. So at the bottom of the deck, we have the 7 Death and Endings card, lower wing. So for some, there is right now an end of a cycle. And with that, the next card is the 1, New Beginnings and Jubilation. And because of this death and ending, there is a new beginning and jubilation. And that is the 1 card. So 7 and 1 could resonate. You add those together, you get 8. I'm hearing born on the 8th of the month. And now let's get more intentional and ask some questions. What is the current energy read for these 2 cards coming out at the bottom of the deck for the collective? What is the current energy read? What is the energy wanting to say? Thank you. Thank you. Okay. We have right here up under our 7 Death and Endings, this C card. So the letter C could be significant. I'm hearing Carol for leadership. And at the top, it is Set, God of Chaos. So again, something about this ending. There was a leader who was chaotic. That leader's name might start with the C, or their last name might begin with the C, but there is an ending taking place, and falling up under this ending, this lower aspect of this experience is a person in a position of leadership. However, with this new beginning, you have the possessiveness or sharing card, and it says Children of the Potter. This is 29. That puts us at 11. So again, we have here a continuation of our ones, which is 111. And what I'm sensing to tell you all is right now in the current energy is that is the energy power that we are oscillating in. Something about this new beginning, there is a person or an energy emanating through a person that wants to possess your new beginning, who wants to be in control of your mind, your mindset, and the new direction you go in. And what I'm sensing that they're wanting you to tell them is an oversharing of your details and your plans, which will halt your jubilation. So be cautious and be mindful to not do this. Now, let's take a resonating image. Overspray is what I'm hearing. So you might want to look up what an overspray is. Like, I'm even seeing an image of a person with a garden hose, or a gardener with a garden hose, and they're overly saturating the raised beds and the pots in their raised beds garden area of their backyard. And I'm seeing them stand on those gray tile, not tile, but those gray stone slabs, and they're just overwatering it. Don't let yourself become oversaturated with this feeling of greatness for your new beginning and this jubilation that you end up oversharing. that's playing into this over possessiveness character. So looking at the images, right here at death, we have two humanoid figures here who have in front of them sarcophaguses, people who are on the inside. And I'm even hearing they're burying, like they're burying their own burial rites. And that might mean something to someone, but they're taking potentially their own sarcophaguses, as if these two are the young heirs to the throne, and they know one day this is going to be their outcome, their ending. And even seeing these two red parts here, these like bulbs, to me, for some reason, that popped up in my mind as like little bombs. So they know something's going to, you know, blow the bomb, set it off, and their ending, their demise is going to come, but they've got to go ahead and make preparations for that ending before that day. And I'm hearing these could even be fraternal twins, so there might even be a ending of a situation where fraternal twins were involved. And again, keeping in line with what we have here, juxtaposed opposite against it, is this new beginning. Someone is thinking of this vessel figure here and the cow. Someone is taking resources with them, moving in a direction that actually this is a moving back direction. So someone is, though they have a new beginning, they're facing what we would typically call towards the left-hand side. They're facing the past, but we don't want to use this as past energy, as present energy. There's some thought toward where they have come from. And that flows in, definitely resonating so with where they think they have come from. There is this possessiveness of, well, let's share resources, that oversharing that was being mentioned earlier before. Don't, in your new beginning, with the resources that you have right now, perceive that this is a season for you to trade information with someone. I'm hearing, well, girl, just come over to my house. We're going to crack open a few bottles of wine and just sit and chill. You know, put some popcorn on, maybe some white noise TV in the background, and let's just talk. Let's just talk this whole new you, this whole new plan through. Don't give into it. It's not a social gathering. It's one where energy and destiny stealing and swapping is actually what's going to be taking place. That person's going to sit in their dreamlike state, that place right before they close their eyes to go to sleep at night for bed. And they're going to be thinking about all the plans that you have laid out and be wishing those things for themselves and hoping and desiring that the outcome that you have been presented with, I'm hearing actually that you have been presented with, so I just said wish. They're wishing that the opportunity that you have been presented with was theirs. And their wish is that somehow they could be in exactly those circumstantial shoes that you were in. And then we have here again the C card with the God of Chaos's leadership. And there's a person here who is taller, more clothed, and a more commanding figure. Also note here how the upper body is of a darker, and I said darkened, so a darker melanin complexion than this bottom part of the vessel. So I know I can probably see it more clearly, but there's two sides, two tones to this person, and they're even up on this black platform that is clearly up under their feet, and this person doesn't have that foundation, but they're carrying the heavy load. Be mindful of people in positions of leadership who are pointing and guiding where you should go with the heavy load that you are carrying for them. All right. Let's do one more pull potentially. I'm hearing you don't need that, but let the cards be where they may. Okay. All right. messages? Any last words? Any last comments on this present energy that has come out? I heard, don't read the energy from the bottom, read it from the top this time. So let's just see what's at the top. We have here B, strength, Horus, god of kingship. And I'm going to place that here. And then we have again, I heard, nope, move that over, okay? We have the 2, development and growth, okay? So if we are to take these cards, you are right now in a new beginning. You have set forth in your mind, hopefully have written it down on paper, and then listed at least 2 or 3 action item steps, and you have done that, and you are elated. You're in jubilation for it. I'm excited for you. Good for you. If you're approaching this reading, you're like, man, I haven't even got it started yet. Guess what? This current energy read can be for you. Start now. However, keep in mind with this 29, this, again, 9, 10, and 11, so your continuation of ones, keep in mind that there is some type of possessive need for sharing in the energy around you. It might be what has afflicted you and kept you from continuously, progressively moving forward. Don't do that in this season. Stay in your one. Stay in the number 1 position. You've gotten yourself to this new beginning. You have the right to celebrate. In your celebration and you're moving forward, do not share too much. That is going to be your strength. So I'm hearing overall right now you have a letter grade of a B. You know, you desire for the A, but you've got a B. Why is your grade a B? Because you, this amazing triumpher, have triumphed over 2 key obstacles. And I'm hearing the 2 here that is possessiveness of 2 people, possibly a mom and a dad, a sister or a brother, a sibling and a parent, someone somewhere in your life, a coworker and a boss, a significant other and a friend. Whatever your combination of 2 is, you, beautiful melanated vessel being, have triumphed over those 2. But the steps for you to move forward are still there. Put that stake through the heart, metaphorically speaking, of course. See that you are standing on their head. You are standing on their neck. You are putting your foot on their foot to keep them from moving forward, and you are keeping them from stopping you from moving forward. I remember I stated earlier something about this individual seemingly looking towards the past. You down here with this B grade, you've got it. You're moving forward. In this current energy, remember though, with you making all this effort to not share too much to these 2 individuals, you're like, oh, I'm bringing fish, you're bringing seaweed, let's exchange. No. In this season, there are people who are having to put a wrap on what they have done. They're acknowledging we need to stop with this and realize that our end is definite. Those endings are real to them and they're preparing for them. I'm hearing some people might even be making funeral arrangements. Let that be so for them. That's not something for you to get swept up in. Their plans for their endings while you are planning your new beginning. This is not, their season is not your season. Note that they're going to come off as being in a leadership position in your life right now and asking you, while you're supposed to be moving forward with nothing on your shoulders, to bear some of the load because they're in a position of leadership. I was there for you. I cared for you as your mother, I'm hearing. I took you to doctor visits. I took you to practice. I took you to rehearsals, to recitals. That is not something for you to pay back. And so you're in the season right now where looking at their endings that they're preparing for and the leadership position that they have been in, it is time for you to not suck from their tit anymore. They have people already who are sucking from them that are of like-minded, like nature. And you see here this baby bull or baby calf sucking from the mother's tit, and then you have this human doing this. You are not to be in the position of number 2, which is at the bottom of this column. You're the number 1. Make sure that your development, your growth is not dependent upon you sucking from their tit to get you going. Okay? So stay strong. And now let's wrap this up with some sacred animal oracles. How would you like to wrap this up? What is the sacred animal oracle energy? Thank you. Any other thank you? All right, and this one came out in reverse. I'm just going to put that on top and set it to the side. All right, so we have 2 cards that came out. And I'm going to flip them over just as they are. In the reverse, we have this 20, excuse me, I was supposed to say 21, but this is the 12 Scorpion card. All right. In the reverse. And then we have in the upright our 34 Men card. And I'm going to look these up for us. All right, interesting. We landed right here on 34 first, and this represents defense. So it says defense and support. This card represents protection and strength against the forces of evil and chaos. Its name literally means he who envelops, emphasizing its powers to defend and surround with its reassuring presence. It is represented as a large snake wrapped around the divine son Ra during his nightly journey through the realm of the dead. If this figure appears to you, it could be a sign of protection and strength in a time of difficulty or change in your life. Do not be afraid. You are surrounded by the protective presence of the serpent, who encourages you to face challenges with courage and determination. Seek the support of loved ones and try to maintain a positive attitude as you navigate your personal and professional paths. Did this land on the strength card? Yes, it did. So I'm going to read that sentence with the word strength in it. If this figure appears to you, it could be a sign of protection and strength in a time of difficulty or change in your life. So, you are in this new beginning. You might have this bad habit of oversharing. Your strength in this season, why you're going to get the grade B, not A, is because when and if you choose to overshare, if you choose to, you're still going to come out triumphant. But you need to rely upon your defenses. What is this person doing? It's 2 against 1. This is defense. Again, support is there. But remember, you are the one who envelops. All right, now let's go ahead and look at this 12. Our Scorpion, duality and cure. That's what this means, duality and cure, but it's in the reverse. So there is no cure. And notice that there's no cure for this ending. It's also landing right here, looking at the tail and the top. There is no cure for this possessive oversharing that this person is expecting you to do. That is potential. Again, take it how it resonates for you. It says right here, the scorpion is a symbol of protection and healing, mainly associated with Serket, goddess of magic, medicine, and cure from the stings of poisonous animals and insects. The scorpion also symbolizes the power of life and death. This is the death card, y'all. An ability to control both aspects. You must cross the threshold to reach new life. New beginnings. Right there. There's that card. Right now, you have a choice. Poison or antidote. Recognize and accept your dual nature. Asking for help and knowing from whom and when and how you love being possessed by others and sharing with others and them sharing with you and you being that helpmate. You got to figure that out. Recognize and accept your dual nature, both benign and malignant. Look up those two if you don't know what benign and malignant means. I'm going to spell them for you just in case that's a little extra homework you should do. Benign is spelled Benign, and malignant is spelled Malignant. Learn to control your poisonous side, poisonous and possessiveness. Leaving room for the part of you that can heal. And we're talking about you healing you in this season, not healing relationships, not healing interactions, not healing the spirit, the energy, how people perceive you, you healing you. You taking 6 months to work on you, 6 months to work on your body, 6 months to work on your hydration, 6 months to work on your eating habits, your sleeping habits, how you think about you and talk to yourself. Embrace change with awareness, as it can lead to personal and spiritual growth. That last line is most important. Embrace change with awareness. Be aware of the fact that your mindset around the majority of things in your life have been cultivated based on people teaching you and informing you and shaping your opinions about how to proceed in certain areas. Their opinions, not actually based on completely your trial and error. You tried and was either successful or failed based on taking the advice of others. You're in a season right now where you need to embrace change with awareness. You are making this change to look at, why do you think the way that you do? Who did you have conversations with to own the mentality that you have about the current situation that you are bringing up? And now that you're aware of what you think about that situation and who you've gone to for advice multiple times, and different people and sources that you've gone to for advice in this situation, how can you lead yourself to growing beyond where you are? You are clearly at a place. There is a ladder in life. Are you going to keep on holding on to the rung that you're on? Are you going to take a step down on the rung? Or are you going to move up? Either way, when you choose to move, remember, it should be for your personal and spiritual growth. So, I love you. I don't think I've ever said that before. I am wishing you all the best. Congratulations right now on your new beginning. Be your own antidote. I said anecdote. Be your own antidote. Don't overshare. Be cautious of the leaders in your life asking you to carry a load that you should not and trying to point you in a way to go back in the direction that they're moving in with their life. You will triumph over them, whoever these two or more fools are. You have the strength and protection to do so. This is your time to let go of that tit that you have been sucking on, that you've been enjoying the company of, and develop and grow for yourself. Develop and grow. All right? I love you. Peace and have a good one.